Hello everyone and welcome back to Virtual Hunter. So today I'm going to be doing a updated beginner's guide. So I'm going to start here in the menu. I'm going to hit play, choose a empty slot. You can choose your difficulty here. I'm going to be playing on Hunter, and let's go to the lodge. Okay, so here we are at the lodge. So I'll start the tutorial by reading the message on our mobile tracker here. Make sure you all can read that. I'm going to choose my left controller for this. And I'm going to choose controller for this as well. I'm going to hold down on my Y button here. Your controller may vary depending on what headset you're using. I'm using an Oculus with S, so I'm going to hold down the Y button. I'm going to go to the Hunter's Guide. Then you all can go through this if you want to, or need to, whichever one. Just help you figure stuff out about the game. So now we're going to press that button again to close the menu. Then just going to look around, walk around. One, by pushing down on the stick, or pressing the stick down. Make sure you all can read that as well. Now I'm just going to crouch. I'll go to prone. So I'll go down on the thumbstick here. Also, you move slower while prone. And push up and go back to standing. Okay, so now we're going to go inside the lodge. I'm going to go to this blue circle over here. Open the door by using our grip button. I'm going to go into the store. Okay, now I'm just going to grab the rifle. There's a 303 British 10-round internal magazine bolt action rifle. So now grab it using the grip button and grab the scope. Then place it on the rail. Then I'm going to place it on any position we want. I'm going to put it there. Then I'm going to put the rifle on our back by just reaching behind our head here. and ready and go. I would need to buy some ammo, which is right here. You can see the rest of the weapons here. So right here is the 303 British by packs of 10. So buy some. Now let's grab the binoculars, which are on this wall here. Some other items that we can get to in a little bit. Maybe in a different video. So, you're going to grab them, then put them in our belt slot here. You're going to put them there. Now, we have another message to read. So let's do that. Now, we need to go to the shooting range, which is outside here, right over this hill. Now telling us to how to auto walk, which for me is the B button on my right hand, move, and then press B, and auto walking. And anyway, I will see you when I get to the shooting range. Okay, so here it is, the shooting range. Gonna go over to this blue circle, to this board over here, and start this part of the tutorial. Now it did say a bow range, which there is a 3D bow range right over there. Probably see that path right there. That goes to a 3D bow range. Okay, so let's start the basic weapons handling. Gonna grab the weapon. Just gonna load the rifle. Remember, this is a 10 round internal magazine. I'm gonna load it to full. So, using the triggers to operate bolt. So just hold down the trigger. I don't know why that wound decided to eject, but okay. So, using the trigger to operate the bolt, push your controller forward, then down, goes the bolt. Grab the rifle again, the grip button, shoulder the weapon. Gonna aim through the scope or through the iron sights right here. And then just shoot. Then reload. Like just grabbing the bolt, lift up and then back. Then we can hold our breath by using the trigger on our off hand, which for me is my left hand. And we just have to hit the lungs on its target 3 times. Alright, there we go. We can also change the 0 on our scope here by grabbing this turret with the trigger. Then we're going to go back to the menu here. You can go to settings, controls, and we can adjust how we want the rifle to set when we're shouldering the rifle. You can see my settings here. I'm not going to change anything right now, so I'm just going to close the menu, put the rifle back on our back, and read this new message. Okay, now we need to grab our map, which is on our hip belt right here. Gonna drop the map to open it. Click on the orange house, and then click travel. Now we need to go to the map board that's inside the lodge. Open the door. So you can change time, the clock here. Make sure everyone can read that. So I'm going to go forward in time here. I'm going to do 8:30. Okay, so here is the actual hunting reserve that we're going to be hunting on. So here to complete the tutorial, we're going to go to this house here. Going to travel. Alright, here we are on the actual huntable map. So I'm going to finish off the tutorial now in a little bit here. Going to first read this message. So now we need to find a wounded red deer. I'm going to grab the map, find out where it is. So we need to go to this tower over here. That's next to the outpost. Put the map away and go right over there. Just gonna go ahead and run, which I would not recommend doing if you're actually going to be hunting, because animals can hear you, smell you, and all that. So try to avoid making noise by walking through bushes like this or stepping on sticks like that. You're also able to tell wind direction by following leaves from trees. So right here, you can see the wind is kind of in my face right here, which is good if you're stalking up on an animal. So say if there was a deer out there, it would not be able to smell me right now because I have the wind in my face. But if there was something, say, over there, it'll be able to smell me. Alright, let's continue. Go over to this tower. Okay, so now got another message to read. Now we just need to find tracks, which should be right over here. Remember, try to avoid stepping on sticks when you're actually hunting. See some blood right there. So now gonna click activate here. We can see breed rate low. So before it was an inactive track, which shows as white. Now it's an active track, which is now blue. So now let's go follow the tracks and find this deer. And we can see here that it is a red deer, female, and the weight, and then you can see it's walking. After this is scripted, not very worried about spooking it. But remember, try to move slowly when you're actually out hunting. And remember about the wind. We have some droppings here, which can tell us how fresh or old the tracks are by just hovering over it with our mobile tracker. You can see it's aged. So it's been a little bit since they traveled through here, but not that long ago. This red deer is going to be right on the other side of this hill. So it's going to continue walking forward till it gives us the rest of the mission here. Okay, so now it's going to tell us about animal senses. Make sure everyone can read that. Alright, so now it's telling us to crouch. Let's keep moving. You can see a blue circle has appeared, so we're going to go towards it and finish up the tutorial here after we shoot this wounded red deer. So we can see her there. Go to the blue circle. Go and grab the binoculars. You can use the triggers to adjust them here. Make sure everyone could read that. Then confirm. Okay, so you can see there, that's our red deer. So let's grab the rifle and try to hit lungs. Wait for it to turn broadside. Okay, there, see it, she goes, turning. I'm gonna go ahead and take that shot. Looks like I dropped her. Alright, let's go pick her up. So you can see here that the big puddle of blood, this indicates vital hit. So now we're going to use our mobile tracker to claim her. Then this shows us the harvest screen, which gives us details about where our shot went through and everything like that. You can you can taxidermy animals and save them here as well. So you can actually grab this part here if you need to. So here you can see we have save, taxidermize, X-ray. So you can taxidermize, that costs money, but we can save for free. Here we can see a shot, which shot through the lung, and liver. So now we're going to accept her, and that's it. You're going to read this message. And there we are. It's the end of the tutorial. Pretty simple. So now, if we want to, we can continue hunting here. Actually, I have some tracks right here. We have some pheasant tracks. But anyway, I think I'm going to go back to the lodge. So I'm going to go to our menu here and go to hunting lodge. So I'll see you there. Okay, so here we are back at the lodge. I'm gonna go inside here, show you some more stuff. So, I'm gonna first go over the map here. So, here, now, you have more options to go. You can also find campsites that you can also fast travel to while you're hunting, or when you start a hunt. So, I would probably recommend hunting the south area here if you're starting out early in the morning. I like to start pretty early, probably like 5:30 to 6 be when I start. That'd be perfect time to find deer out in the open areas or the fields, which you can see here, or in the green areas here. That pretty much indicates like open areas, it seems like, or these green areas here on the map, especially right here. You can see the fields. So let's continue going inside here. So here's the main part of the lodge, where you can mount your animals and all that. Just gonna show you right here. You can grab the mobile tracker and then pull the trigger, and it opens this menu here. So we have trophies here, saved, latest harvest. Oh, so here are mounts. Do wall mounts. It shows how many you own. Gonna close that, put that back on our list. Then right over here, we got some books that tell you everything you need, what you need to know about the animals that are in this game. So here, I'm gonna grab the Red Deer book. Tell us the ethical ammo, then everything else. Fur types, the weight. And this is where it's important, where I told you where I like to start hunting, or when. You can see active hours, early morning, and late evening. Then inactive hours, afternoon, for red deer. And it should be for every deer species. So that's the reason why I like to start at 5 or 6 in the morning, so you can see those animals. Then let's go over here. So this is display case, or cases, to that will show off your trophies more than just taxidermizing them. So you have one for each animal. So here we have common red deer, which would show your biggest bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. Then here we have the layers. You can get up to diamond of an animal. That's the highest trophy rating you can get, but they do score pretty high. So yeah, I would recommend start your time at 6 or 5:30. Like that. You can also, if you're hunting pheasants, you can put your controller up to your headset, pull the trigger, you can whistle, and that would flush pheasants once you're close to them. And then I'll fast travel here, somewhere in the south part of the map here, and go to any open areas. So hopefully that tutorial was helpful for you guys just starting out in the game. This is a fantastic game. Very fun once you get into it. It's a fantastic community as well. And yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video. So I'll see you next one.